Hello, welcome to the High School Huddle, along with Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. We count down the days to the kickoff of the 2023 high school football season. Today, we take a look at the Norman North Timberwolves and what their season and our predictions may look like. But before we do that, let's first take a look at one of our great sponsors here on the High School Huddle. The High School Huddle is presented by Generations Church. Love God, love people, serve both well. Contact Generations Church by calling 405-282-6848 or visit them online at generationsguthrie.com. Norman North has been in the playoffs the last 2 years, including last year 8-3, the year before that 7-4. Is there a team on the west side that make a splash in 6A1 football? A lot of people think it could be Norman North this year. I am one of those folks. We'll see what our predictions and things look like that here in a little bit. Norman North has been on the run. They beat all three more schools last year. They've done that twice now, and they got to win those type of games, but they got to sneak up and win one or two that they're not expected to win to get that confidence going for the postseason play.
Yeah, Coach Justin Jones, of course, came over from McGinnis a few years back, has done a great job at Norman North. Always have a lot of athletes, can go get some things done. Definitely, I think, the most consistent team on the west side of the state currently, and I think the one this year, you'd have to throw Edmond Santa Fe in there a little bit, maybe Mustang in there a little bit, but I think Norman North's kind of the one team on the west side that has the ability to make some noise.
Yeah, Norman North was close with the Wasso, lost the game 41-34, so they're there knocking on the door. Can they make that jump this year? Let's take a look at the Norman North football schedule. It all begins with the rival Norman Tigers, Norman North, upper hand there, I think, this year. Edmond Santa Fe, UConn, and then there you go, right in the middle of the schedule, at Bixby, at Broken Arrow, home against Jinx. Moore is not going to be an easy game. Westmore will not be an easy game. So there's the slate in front of the Norman North Timberwolves. Is it enough for them to get the confidence going into the playoffs?
You know, I think when you look at this, you know, we talked about them owning the Moore games the last couple of years. I think that'll continue this year. I've got them winning those 3 games. Of course, ending with Enid before the playoff run. I think that's a win. Enid, new head football coach, a lot of things going up there. Still haven't quite been able to figure it out in Enid so far. That Broken Arrow game, I know that's a pick-em game for me. That's a game that's going to be close. I think the two ones that they just are not going to be able to get over the hump with this year are Bixby and Jinx. But that Broken Arrow game, that gives there's a little bit of back and forth on that. I think.
Yeah. And let's take a look at predictions here. And everything you said, Phil, I totally agree. That 50-50 game with Broken Arrow, I will give the edge to Norman North this year. I think they can get there, and I see them finishing 8-2 with those 2 hiccups, as many teams would have, at Bixby, home against Jinx. We'll see if that BA victory gets them going in the playoffs. They were close to Owasso last year. I think Bixby, Union, Jinx are the top 3 in the class. We'll see how when the postseason comes together, how the bracket draws out. But I got Norman North going 8-2.
Yeah, I've got them 7-3 this year. For me, I think they're going to start the year 3-0. I think they're going to go 0-3 those next 3 weeks with a tough mid of the schedule with Bixby, Broken Arrow, and Jinx. Setting 3-3, then I think they win out. They win those last 4 games to finish the regular season 7-3.
I think they can easily go 8-2, like Chris pointed out. But I think Broken Arrow is going to clip them in that game since it is on the road. So I have them finishing up the season 7-3 with all the things that you guys said I agree with.
All right, so we'll see how the Norman North Timberwolves played out this year, as they, again, many think could be the reason that the West Side makes a state semifinal, maybe a state championship appearance. And
going to depend on how the brackets line up.
Yeah, exactly right. Union would be heavy favorites. Bixby would be heavy favorites. Jinx would be favored. Owasso would probably be favored, but
on any given night, and especially in playoff football,
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen, and they've got athletes at Norman North. I mean, they'll be all right. And again, I've mentioned Coach Jones before, very, very good high school football coach, so he'll have them ready.
No doubt. Be sure to follow the high school football season all season long. High School Huddle is on Facebook, Twitter, and also on TikTok. Go to YouTube, Second Banana Media, search Second Banana Media, subscribe and like, and kind of bringing it all together is our website, secondbananamedia.com. You can find all of our Facebook, YouTube, all that right there, as well as this show. Our Wednesday night show, live show at 6 o'clock begins on August 16th. So you can follow us all season long there as we break down each and every week. Hope you can join us. Best of luck to the Norman North Timberwolves this year, and best of luck to your favorite team.